Hello and welcome to the fourth round of the 25th season of the ARCSOA Elite Series here at the Daytona International Raceway here in Daytona Beach, Florida. The field of 25 cars will take on the fastest and by far most dangerous race, we think, of the entire season. We do not use any type of restriction on these stock cars, so speeds, these 2,500-pound stock cars will be reaching speeds of upwards of 240 miles an hour around this track. And the drivers will be on the edge of their seats as this race continues, as this race progresses, because the inside lane at some points isn't exactly the best line around here, especially through the tri-oval, where sometimes cars you have to back off a little bit. Going through some corners on the inside. However, on the outside, you can get a real good run at times, and slipstreaming is incredibly important on this track. We're going to go down to the starting grid now. However, there is a lot, before we get down to the starting grid, though, there is a lot of concerns about the safety, though, because with speeds that high, incidents can result in injuries, so the drivers are a little bit on the edge of their seats today. Starting on the pole, we have Do It for Dale Jr. Gets the 3 points for the pole, which is much needed, having those bonus points, considering he's a long way back, even the car in front of him. He's last in points, 25th in points, and that could be a big thing for him. On his outside, you have DJ Curtis in the Roush Racing Mustang there. Good to see Curtis doing a great job there. You have the all-Ferrari row number 2 with Johannes Rudavara and Kitsune Hashimoto. We knew that Ferrari would be strong at this type of track. On the inside, in 5th position, you have Jesse Turner, and on his outside, you have Tyler Thaber in the other Fordale Enterprise, or on the second of 3 Fordale Enterprises cars. Of course, their teammate, Cody Lamas, is the points leader. Jacob Hart and Benoit Lothaire-Irvine will qualify 7th and 8th on this grid, with Ryan Hopt and Vince Freeze starting 9th and 10th. Alex Spencer and Neen Ratzenberger will be 11th and 12th on the grid, with Zachary Fitzwater and Kenny Myatt 13th and 14th on the grid. Eric Monaco and Maverick Force are 15th and 16th on the grid, with Cody Lamas and Aiden Shepard 17th and 18th. Both these cars were incredibly fast, though, in drafting practice, so I'd expect both these drivers to come up through the field. Madeline Myatt and Nick Pericles round out, I believe that's 17th and 18th. 19th and 20th go to, I am sorry, 20th, yes, or maybe I'm one row further back. Vander Pesch and Sean Perkins will round out the next row. And a little further back, this is 23rd and 24th. You have Tim Fiegel and Clara Irwin there. And on the last row, you have Noah Hart, who blew the motor in qualifying, so Noah Hart's going to have to come from the back of the grid here. However, this is probably the easiest track to get through the field on. Let's go down to what could be a very interesting and competitive race. The field goes around the Daytona International Speedway here. Do It for Dale Jr. is known as a super speedway expert here. We're expecting him to be incredibly fast around this track and quite possibly control all the lines that he possibly could on this racetrack, as he will lead the field down to the green flag here at Daytona. Green is out, and away we go. There's DJ Curtis. Didn't get a great start up there, but it's going to be all down to whoever can get drafting help, or slipstream help, as this race goes on. This race is incredibly slipstream-oriented, and you're going to need to have a good slipstream going in this race, as it looks like DJ Curtis is already trying to set that up by getting a poor start. He's now trying to set that up with the Ferrari of Hashimoto and Tyler Thaber back there, as here comes, that's Rudavara going underneath Fordale there, and we're already up to 236 miles an hour, so it just shows what the speed is around this track. Jesse Turner following Rudavara through. Fordale falls back, and this is where we're talking about here, as right now they actually have new tires on the car, so they can go flat out on the inside of the tri-oval, but like I said, it's all down to whoever can get the runs on the outside of the line there, as Rudavara leads the first lap. Here comes Curtis with help from Thaber. Looks like Thaber's trying to get up to help his teammate Fordale up there and get through the order here. This is all down to where whoever can get the best runs around this track And like I said, early in a run, you do have tires that allow you to grip the inside line quite cleanly, but those tires fall off quite quickly if you're way down low. As you're already seeing, Jesse Turner with a good run on the outside there. Gets by a couple of cars there, so it's all down to slipstream now. As you're seeing, DJ Curtis has a big run on the leading two because he got the slipstream. Oh, a little bit of contact there between Fordale and Rudavara. Got to be really careful about doing things like that, as DJ Curtis has the run kind of off the quarter there of Rudavara there. Although Fordale's got a run on the inside. Here comes that's Tyler Thaber with a great run back there. And actually got DJ Curtis has a good push from Thaber as well. And here he comes on the outside of Fordale here. You got to be so careful about getting a run around this track. In the back of the grid right now, you've got Nick Pericles, Aiden Shepard kind of holding back there, Vanderpesh and Fiegel. These drivers are all pretty high in points. There's also Cody Lamas, another driver who's the point leader right now. Noah Hartz, I believe, in the top 10 as well. I know he's in the top 10. I'm pretty sure he is at least. Vince Freeze, they're actually holding back here on if there's an accident that takes place. That could end up being beneficial to them. And they'll get a bunch of positions out of it. Look at Madeline Myatt pushing Eric Monaco by some of the cars on the inside line. Monaco has a huge run up on the high line here. And see, this is what we're talking about, where slipstream, if you get a good push and a slipstream at the same time, you can take the lead quite easily, as we got a battle for the lead here between Rudavara's already lost, as Benoit Lothaire-Veen goes to the lead of this race in the Red Bull. Red Bull is not very strong in practice around this track. However, Benoit Lothaire-Veen takes over the lead of this race here, as it looks like DJ Curtis is trying underneath the 88 car of Fordale here. Jesse Turner's trying to get that inside to work here. Turner's been on this track in a couple of other series before, however, he has to be very careful because you don't race Daytona the same way with ARCSOA Elite Series cars without restrictor plates. These cars are a lot lighter than some of the other stock car series out there. This type of close racing is always very difficult to kind of predict what's going to happen here, as, looks like Hashimoto's going down low. Oh, Hashimoto turns Turner! Monaco's around, and we've got an accident on track here. That's Monaco going around as, oh boy, here we go. We got some cars all over the place now. I believe all three Petronas cars got a piece of that. Noah Hart was going barrel rolling, not the start of the season that Hart wanted here. Perkins is in it, Fiegel's in it. Oh, Cody Lamas, the point leader, was in that accident as well. Pericles in it. Fiegel. Aiden Shepard, a car. Oh, Aiden Shepard's had a terrible start to the season. Ratzenberger, Myatt was in it. So a lot of cars that we thought would be race-winning contenders and championship contenders were taken out in that accident. So Clara Irwin was in it. We're going to take another look at that incident. On board with Noah Hart, you're seeing he was one of the cars that were holding back, trying to avoid an accident like this. Accident takes place, and they all start, well, actually, they're flooring it, and then they start slowing down. And then all of a sudden, Hart just goes for a little bit of a tumble there. It was a nice, actually gentle tumble. There wasn't a lot of big hits in that accident, thankfully, despite the speeds that they were running. Another bad start to the season for Eric Monaco, or another bad race for Eric Monaco, rather. It's been a horrendous start to the season for poor Eric Monaco, because I think he's theoretically probably been competitive in 3 out of the 4 races, had a chance to win. Oh, Clara Irwin did get into the side there of Noah Hart. Luckily, Hart would walk away cleanly, or walk away from his car. But Eric Monaco, I think in every race except for maybe Walt Disney World, he's had a chance to win. And it's just another DNF for Eric Monaco. Nick Pericles was another car that was hanging back. He's won at Daytona numerous times before, and you're going to see this entire pack just kind of capitulate in front of him. As, oh, that's a big interesting scene there with Noah Hart flipping in front of him. Ooh, that... Do we have an onboard camera with Monaco there? I think we ought to take a look at that. Thankfully, we do have an onboard camera with Eric Monaco, and like I said, it's been such a hard start to the season for Monaco because he has had so many chances to do something here and just never has the luck. None of it's ever his fault. That was all on Hashimoto there. And you're going to see something very interesting here as Hart's going to land, I think, on top of his car. Yeah, right there. Noah Hart lands on top of his car, and I think Eric Monaco is going to be finishing last in this race. One more view of the incident here. This is Ratzenberger and Matty Mike get a piece of it there. And this is just kind of the product of Daytona racing. Sean Perkins, another driver who was, I think, second in points coming into this race. Also going to have an incredible front-end damage. Fiegel had a good couple of races after his last place at Road Atlanta as well. Do It for Dale Jr. leads the field back to the green here, and all total 8 cars fell out of that race right there. Nick Pericles and Kenny Myatt are hanging on, but they have incredible damage on their car, and they are slow on track right there. Well, slow is a relative term because they're doing right now 210 miles an hour. So the field is significantly shrunk after that incident here, as Do It for Dale Jr. has been probably the dominant car of the day so far, as he is using his super speedway prowess to maneuver this pack quite cleanly here. But here comes DJ Curtis, already trying to look high there, but Fordale covered the block there. Here comes Jacob Hart way on the high side now. And yeah, right there, Jacob Hart is doing his best to kind of get through the field here. And it looks like Hart's in the right position to maybe get a run here. However, he was forced up high by Ben Ravine. Vanderpesch is still in this race, so there is one of the main championship contenders still in this race. Do It for Dale Jr. now is fighting up to try and hold on to the spot here, led by DJ Curtis. It's now Ryan Haupt, who has had a miserable start to the season, wants to get some more consistency under his belt, and has had a hard time kind of gripping to these newer age cars. Now is trying to keep some positions here, get some positions, but it looks like Jacob Hart is going to slipstream right around him here. And that's going to kind of be what the racing's all about. Oh, DJ Curtis is trying to make a move on Fordale here. This could be a good move here on Fordale Jr. And right there, Do It for Dale Jr. is probably going to lose the lead here, especially if DJ Curtis can hold that outside, and he's got his teammate behind him. Vince Freeze is going to be a very good partner for DJ Curtis right here. Vince Freeze has not had a good start to the season. It's only on 30 points this year. Keep in mind, Lamas has double that. Freeze is actually going to go to the lead by slipstreaming and having help from Jacob Hart. Ryan Haupt is one of those cars that I think has gotten good grips on this drafting package easily here. Is Madeline Myatt, who I think has some rear end damage. No, I think they might have fixed all the damage on the 91. Is doing a good job here. She's had a couple of really good runs, but never can string together the results. And Maverick Force goes to the lead right there. Maverick Force, a rookie, goes to lead, the Canadian rookie. Does a good job going to the lead here. Maverick Force reminds me a lot of Sean Angel, actually. Oh boy, 3 wide a little further back. That's not what you want to see happen. Jacob Hart has been king of the outside line up there. DJ Curtis and Do It for Dale Jr. Contact there. They were working together, I was just going to say, but that could have been very bad for like a Madeline Myatt or a Johannes Rivara there, because that almost ended in disaster for them. As DJ Curtis... Oh, there is disaster now! Jesse Turner, I saw, was in it. Do It for Dale Jr., Madeline Myatt. And I believe that is Hashimoto in it. Oh, the 91's going for a tumble. And that's going to be another caution in this race. With a few more cars going out of the race, as Jesse Turner hasn't been able to string together luck either. Turner is sitting on only 44 points, and that's going to be another accident here as everybody slows back down, as Ryan Haupt did take over the lead from Maverick Force. So this one was on Do It for Dale Jr., who was getting a little too aggressive with his blocks, as DJ Curtis would be actually safe from that incident there, as it was a 4-car incident there, as I believe Zachary Fitzwater would get away with that there, avoiding that incident. Here it is again, and you're just going to see the 60 and the 88 make contact, and down the track they go, into the wall, all 4 cars go. Madeline Myatt, I think, was the only car that wouldn't drive away from this incident, because she was mainly upside down. Maverick Force leads on the restart. Jesse Turner and Katsuni Hashimoto would fall out of the race. This was not what Ferrari wanted to see happen, because Ferrari was looking forward to maybe getting a ton of points in this race. However, at this rate, I don't think that's going to be happening, as Vince Freeze gets by the slow lap car of Madeline Myatt. DJ Curtis and Ryan Haupt way down low. surprised that worked out the way it did, as everybody's trying to scramble to get by the 91, who's been upside down today, yet is still running. They flipped the car back over, and Madeline Maya was able to get that car fired. As, more contact there between Maverick Force and Jacob Hart, as here comes the 50 of Freeze on the outside to take over the lead of the race. Force led the lap, but Freeze leads the race now. As the field now is trying to get some moves done here. Here comes the Red Bulls with Tyler Thaber up the order now, as they fly by these three cars there. Shows what drafting can do on this track, as they rocket around here. Benoit Lothair Irvine, oh no, more contact there! That's the contact between the 51 and the 15. The bump drafting today has been a bit much, I think, today. Oh, there goes Hotner Brutafara on the outside there. Gets a good stream on those cars, blast by them. Now he's trying to just hold on to the Maverick Force Vanderpesch line here. And Benoit Lothair Irvine and Vince Freeze continue to lead this race. Freeze has never won an ARCSOA Lead Series race. Lothair Irvine's a rookie. Maverick Force, or Benoit Lothair Irvine might not be a rookie, actually. But still hasn't won a race, as Lothair Irvine goes for the lead now. And, ooh, I think we heard a car get into the... Oh, we got an accident, actually! That's DJ Curtis and Nick Pericles in it. And that's those two drivers out right there. So the fourth and championship man, Nick Pericles, and I believe somewhere down eighth, Curtis was in the points. We're going to take a look and see what happened to both these drivers. Here we go. This one was started by Ryan Hopt, another driver getting a little too, ooh, that's a big hit for Curtis. Luckily, Curtis wouldn't walk away there. Ryan Hopt was getting a bit over the top of the bump draft, they will say. And that one was all on Hopt there. Vince Freeze would lead on the restart. Both Pericles and Curtis would be out of the race here, as there's some smoke left over from that incident. Oh, Fordale's all over the place. Like I said, only 13 cars left in the race, 12 on the lead lap. As here we go once again here. Freeze continues to lead this race. This has been a bit of a crash fest today. We're not even halfway yet in this race, as here comes Hopt on the outside here. Hopt did apologize for turning Nick Pericles there. Or it might have been Curtis getting turned. But Hopt goes to lead. Hopt, I think, has the fastest car on the track all day, so Ryan Hopt has been making some pretty good moves today, as Fitzwater now slots in behind Benoit Lothair Irvine. There are a lot of separation here. Maverick Force back there. Vanderpesch is still in this. Vanderpesch is going to probably come out of here with the points lead. Unless if, well, I don't see anybody in the points that contend with it still running. So I think the next highest car that's still running is probably Jacob Hart. I don't think he's going to take the point lead. And is Jacob Hart even running? Yeah, Jacob Hart's just running in 10th position. But yes, here we go. We've got a little bit of a tandem here between Fitzwater and Lothair Irvine. They're going underneath for the lead here. They've just put on new tires, so this is kind of what we expect here. However, that run kind of fizzled out, as here goes a couple of cars. Ooh, looks like Freeze had to let off the throttle there, as there goes Fitzwater right around Freeze there. And it looks like Lothair Irvine's going to go by as well. So it's all about trying to catch Ryan Hopt now. Ooh, there's, two-car tandem there between Thaber and Vanderpesch here. This slamming each other in the bumper in the corner isn't going to work if you're going to keep doing this in the middle of the corner. On the straightaways, you can get away with it, but in the corners, no. Leading two now is Benoit Lothair Irvine and Zachary Fitzwater, as the tandem between Freeze and Hopt gets separated by the lap car of Kenny Myatt, who's just out there trying to pick up points, considering he is running 12th right now. Right now, Myatt is even slower than Kenny Myatt right now. And so this is where things are going to get pretty interesting here, because there is a lot of separation in this pack. Thaber, Force, and Vanderpesch are kind of working together, but they're not closing in all that much on the leading four. Oh, Fitzwater's going for the lead. This is what Hopt and Freeze want to see. The two Fords want to see Lothair Irvine and Fitzwater duking it out for the lead. And seeing Ryan Hopt get up into the lead group has kind of left Zachary Fitzwater kind of in the kind of alone out here, so it's right now a 3-car battle at the front of the field as they're coming up to lap the 9 again. And in the lap cars of Do It for Dale Jr. and Madeline Myatt, Benoit Laverne would lose the leading 2 as well, so this is where things are going to get very interesting here as they're now catching the Vanderpesch car as well. Vanderpesch has had a really slow pit stop there. He's down 13, had a long pit stop, trying to repair some damage, so be wary for that. But right now it's between Hopt and Fitzwater for the lead of this race. And now Hopt would even lose Fitzwater as Fitzwater held on to Vanderpesch here, and there was a lapped car of Hopt would actually lose that lead lapped car of Fitzwater. So right now you've got really one car leading this race right here. This is kind of a weird Daytona race, but the tires are falling off. They're having to slow down to about 214 in the corners here. And with so little cars running, we've got cars all over the track actually. However, this is where things are going to get interesting as Ryan Hopt pitted, and I believe Fitzwater's still out there. Yes, Fitzwater's on older tires still out there. So Ryan Hopt actually has a bit of a tire advantage here, considering he can probably hold it flat out around the track. Because of that, he is now catching up to Fitzwater, trying to unlap himself. Of course, Fitzwater has lapped Ryan Hopt here. Hopt is the only car that has pitted. Or no, actually, I take that back. Faber and Force haven't pitted, as has Jacob Hart got pitted. However, Benoit Laverne has pitted, as has Vince Freeze. So Fitzwater's planning to stay out there. However, with how close Hopt is a lap down, this could be a bad strategy call, unless if Fitzwater's planning on going all the way to the end. And Fitzwater went all the way down to 193 miles, or actually he's coming out of the pits right now, and Hopt blasts by him. So Fitzwater did pit. Race leader is now... Oops, didn't mean to hit those cameras. Race leader is now, I believe, Ryan Hopt, actually. I think. No, he's not the leader. There is one car out there. Maverick Force still has not pitted yet. Maverick Force still has not pitted yet. We're thinking that he's going to be coming in pretty soon, actually, because with the way Ryan Hopt and Fitzwater are, I think they're going to be the two duking it out for the win here, because I don't think Maverick Force can possibly make it on fuel, especially. Yeah, he's coming in this time. He does have a lap lead. No, he doesn't have a lap lead anymore. He's lost that advantage, so his gamble about making it to the end isn't going to pay off for him. Fitzwater has used the lapped car of Jacob Hart as a pick to kind of hold Ryan Hopt back. And actually, Kenny Myatt was also a pick earlier, too. So Fitzwater has a big lead, but he has no drafting help here. He's trying to get a draft off Vanderpesch here. However, Hopt now has Jacob Hart working with, so they're going quite a bit faster than these two cars out here as well, or out in front of Fitzwater. And now Fitzwater with 2 to go is bogged down in traffic by Madeline Myatt. This is all up to Hopt to see if he can get a good run here. They're coming up to lap Alexander Spencer. Fitzwater coming to the white flag. This is all down to Hopt now. He's the only other car on the lead lap out of this group. They've got to get going. He's got to, as Fitzwater's cleared all the traffic. I think this is going to be Zachary Fitzwater's day. Unless some really strange things happen. 217 in the corner, and right now only Hopt, who's stuck behind lap cars, is only doing 210. So I think Ryan Hopt is quite content taking second as Zachary Fitzwater. Fitzwater has won races in the past, won one race in the past now. He's going to win his second here at Daytona. He comes off the final corner. Checkered flag is in the air on a chaotic day here at Daytona. Zachary Fitzwater wins the round of Daytona here. Hopt does bring it home second position. I don't even know who got third. I believe it should be Benoit. Where's Benoit Laverne? Benoit Laverne does get third with Vince Freeze fourth. Fifth is going to go to Rudavara. Sixth is going to be Tyler Thaber. Seventh is Maverick Force. So a lot of drivers who aren't good points actually benefited greatly from this because Vanderpesch had a really poor day. Let's go down to your finishing results. So, the Australian Zachary Fitzwater wins today's race with Ryan Hopp second, Benoit Irvine third, Vince Fries fourth, Rudavara fifth, Tyler Thaber sixth. Thaber needed that. Seventh goes to Maverick Force, eighth to Jacob Hart, the first car one lap down, ninth to Do It for Dale Jr., he needed that kind of a run. 10th to Spencer, 11th to Matty Myatt, 12th to Kenny Myatt, 13th to Vanderpesh, who had all kinds of problems at the end of the race, so none of the top 3 in points, none of the top 5 in points did anything today. Lothair Irvine's going to benefit the most from today. Lothair Irvine actually might be the points leader leading this race. 14th to Curtis, obviously 13th is the last car that finished the race, 14th to Curtis, 15th to Pericles, 16th to Turner, 17th to Hashimoto, 18th to Ratzenberger, 19th to Lamas, 20th to Perkins, 21st to Shepard, 22nd to Monaco, 23rd to Noah Hart, 24th to Fiegel, and 25th to Clara Irwin. Let's go down 2-year points, actually. So we have our first Cup winner, the ARC Cup, which, of course, the Cups are little tiny mini championships within the ARCSOA Elite Series. The little tiny mini championships today are, we had the ARC championship on a bunch of old ARC tracks. Benoit Lothair Irvine wins the ARC Cup with 75 points and is now the point leader for the series going into the European Cup next week, or in 2 weeks. So with that being said, Benoit Lothair Irvine has 75 points. 5 points back is Vanderpesh, so it's a Red Bull 1-2 at the front of the points here. Lamas is sitting on 69 points, Pericles on 67, and Perkins on 66. The top 5 in points all don't have a win this year, so it just shows what consistency means during this championship. Kenny Myatt has 2 wins this year, is on 6th in the points. 7th goes to DJ Curtis, which is over 12 points back, so now you're starting to see how a lot of this consistency stuff means a lot for drivers. Jacob Hart is 8th in points, 9th is Maverick Force, 10th goes to Noah Hart on 58 points. Right there, you're getting out of the point where you can actually, you're realistically becoming a harder chance to even take the point lead here. Ryan Hopt on 57, also Fitzwater on 57, the winner of today's race. Jesse Turner with 54, Fries with 52, Matty Myatt with 51, Fiegel with 46, Thaber with 46, Spencer and Rudavara with 45, Irwin, Shepard, Ratzenberger, Irwin and Shepard on 37, Ratzenberger on 35, Monaco and Fordale on 33, and Hashimoto now goes to the bottom of the grid, bottom of the point standings, going into the going into Europe with only 30 points. However, there is a chance we might be seeing a couple more full-time cars on the grid starting with Europe. A European team is starting to has made some cars here, and they might be there for the next race for round 5 once we get to Europe, and they will compete in the rest of the season. The way that would work is just to the 26th and 27th would just earn 0 points compared to 25 for the win. So got to be real careful. Only the top 25 get points, so no matter how many cars start, only 25 cars get points. So with that being said, we will see you when we begin the European Cup next time at for round 5. Round 5, 6, 7, and 8. Of course, round 7 is the Monaco 100-kilometer race, which is a quick little dash race. However, it is a double points race, so very important that you handle Monaco quite well, because it's the first of 3 double points races this season.